Been in this camp for the last 5 days. On the first day, we had to go for a survey for the problems faced by the village people. Now it was our first survey which we took, and it was really very awesome. Really, we got to know there are various problems such as some place problems regarding the water, for which irrigation problems are faced. Like many people had cut loose of their jobs as the water was not sufficient in the fields, as for which irrigation couldn't take place properly last year, and other various problems like electricity is not there in many of the houses. And one very tragic experience which we came to know was that there was one woman whose son died 2 years ago, and she received her death certificate, and she even didn't know what it meant. Now she asked some members of NSS units, and they explained it, and it was really very tragic of it. Now, on the second half of the day, as the entire day is divided into two parts, on the first half we did the survey, and on the second half we went to do a rally for spreading awareness. We had built on various projects like social awareness, water pollution, and many other things like patriotism, and it was an entirely very great experience. Now, on the second day, our main task in the first half was to build roads. The village roads were in terrible and pathetic conditions. The water-logging monsoon had broke most of the roads, and our tasks were we were divided into units, and hence we were assigned different roads where we were supposed to build the roads. Now there were muds and given, and we had to get the equipments from NSS. NSS provided us with the equipments, and we started with those work. And it took each unit was assigned a road, and they did their best to do the roads. Now the road in which particularly built, we had this problem as the road was quite high over here, you can see, and the house is quite down. So during the monsoon time, the water flows and coagulates over here. So the people told us about the problem, and hence what we did was we built this drain, so the water could flow and channel out from that part, and it could go on there. Now it was one of the problems which we didn't realize till they told us, and it was really a great thing to know how to tackle such problems. Now in the second half of day 2, we had a first aid camp where people from other outside places, they came and gave us knowledge about the camp, about first aid, and how to quickly act upon such important and emergency issues. The third day in the first half also we did the same thing, like building on the roads, as it was a very long thing and tiring process. So on the first day entirely itself we couldn't complete it. Now in the second half of the third day, we again had the continuation of the first aid, like other various issues and advanced techniques in which a person can be kept safe in the emergency condition. Now the fourth day of the camp was building a new road, as the road on other sides of the camp were also under pathetic conditions. There were boulders and the road was completely broken. So some units went on that side and they did their work, and some units had to complete and finish the road and give it a better touch. Because of the monsoon season, the roads had to make thick. You can see the thickness of the road here is made quite large, so that during the first or second monsoon, it doesn't completely go out. So we had to build on that. And
so about 6 inches or so?
About 6 inches on each side. So on the second half of that day, we had a snake bite camp, where we came to know about various snakes of Asia and India, their venoms, and how to keep out of them, how to keep safe from them. It has been a great experience till now, and we also were preparing a play or nukkar for today. It is a cultural thing, so that it doesn't get very boring, and it's very fun. Till now it has been great experience, and we are enjoying it a lot. Thank you.
So can you introduce other members?
These are my other group members of Unit 10. Yeah.
I'm Neerav Jain, enrolled in the Department of Humanity and Social Science. It was indeed a great experience working for these villagers. Yes, it was a tedious job constructing the roads, but it was fun, and I feel really great to help these people out here. And filling these digs and pits though was a difficult job, but to some extent we have done a good job, and hopefully this has been something helpful for the villagers.
In fact, we have got some feedback from some of the villagers. They said that you did a better job than those people who usually does road laying.
Our main aim,
the passion, the way you did the ramming and all, and making the road even, so that it's just not laying and going away. So
that exactly was our main aim, to fill in the digs and the pits so that it becomes even for them to travel.
And so they appreciated that thing.
I'm Abhijit Singh from Chemical Engineering Department, And I think like what we do in NSS most of the times we teach it in the school. It was the first time we all like do something together in a group. It was really a nice experience, and doing these works. And when we thought about the camp, we said that it might be tiring and something else. But when we do it, it is tiring. But it feels good. Like करके देखो अच्छा लगता है. सच में अच्छा लगता है.
Thank you.
My name is Ganesh Kumar and I am from Chemical Engineering Department dual degree course, and I am from NSS Unit 10. On the first day of survey, we went to the villages people, and there they are telling their problems, and we observed that there are some very critical problems like the drainage system is not available in their home. They have to go to the open for
Latrine and all,
like,
toilet, huh?
toilets, and the medical facilities. They told about that the nearest hospital and the good doctors are not available, so they face too many problems like that. And the road conditions, like when we first come here, roads are like very in the roads very big bumps and ditches are there. So we first fill that ditches and we have to first dig that bumps. So it was a great experience, and we enjoyed a lot.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Pushkar Navle. I am from Mechanical Department and my hometown is Nagpur. Since Nagpur is a pretty big city, this was a completely new experience for me to look at the house, the way the houses are built from not cement but the natural things we get from nature, and also the way the people live here. They are so down to earth, and they let us. They were very hospitable. They showed very good hospitality. When we had to rest, they let us in their houses, and they provided us with all the facilities they could. And it was really nice and humbling experience to stay and do the work of 5 days.
Right. Yes, please.
My name is Anant Yadav and I am from Ocean Engineering and Naval Architecture Department. Well, this was the first time for me to live in a village because I have been belonging from Jabalpur, and it is quite a big city. So the thing was, I have been speaking only Hindi and English. That was my primary language. And the thing is, today I am staying in an area for around 7 days where the most people are speaking Bengali. So it was a very tough job for me to understand what they are saying. Yet, with science and signals and also with my friends who are Bengalis, we were able to track down all the activities that are going in our village. That was a very great experience. For me, it was a personally first experience when I was talking to someone else who was speaking another native language which I don't understand. And I have to ask my friend to translate it to me so that I can write it information. The first day was going on in the same way. We just go to the houses. We used to ask one Bengali straight of us, one colleague. He used to go there, ask them what were problems, and we used to wrote down, he tell me in English, and then I write it. It was a great experience. Another was making the road building. Though we were not able to make such very brilliant or magnificent road, yet we do our best to make as good as possible according to us. We have just leveled the road quite hard. We have dig down all the ditches and just filled down murams and all this soil in it so that the roads gets leveled. We also take care of the thickness of the road so that it does not wash up in a single monsoon. That usually does in cities and all those things. The moreover, the thing was, I was I was just not knowing about the conditions of poor people who are living in the village. Like I have seen that they are not getting electricity and the proper facilities. I thought of helping them. So we just created a small general awareness program among these homes in the first day. We just used to tell them that you should build a shauchalaya for yourselves. Just organize them. If you have any problems, then tell us. We used to write those problems, and then we have informed it to our professors in charge that we are having these problems. We are noting down in the diaries. We just mentioned all the information that we can. So it was just a very good experience for me to live in a place which I don't understand, but yet I can understand with my help of my friends.
And I would like to add one more point.
Yes, please.
Most of the units who were here were concentrated on the building of the roads, but there were two other units who were holding medical camp on one day. So the thing is that when we surveyed on the first day, the people told that they had many health problems, but the local doctor here lived in the main town of Kharagpur, which is about 45 minutes of car journey from here. It becomes very problematic for them to go there. So what NSS did was they organized a medical camp in the locality where two of the units went and helped the organizers to build the camp. About 150 applicants turned on that day, and they had various problems. Some had very serious problems and some not so serious, but it was great. Like the people were very happy. Medicine was being provided to them, and they were like that something near to us has been done after a very long time. So it was great.
So as a whole, yes, please.
So there was also a clothes donation camp organized by the NSS as well. That was also a very good thing for the people, as the clothes which are not used by us, they can be used by some others, and it is a very good thing to do. We just organized a camp in our means a place where we were staying for a while.
In camp,
With, yeah, and at that place we just distributed the clothes to the local peoples. Many of the participants I saw that they were coming. They were very happy when they were taking the clothes. It was a very good experience for them.
So I can infer the way you have presented yourself that your connection with the community or the underprivileged or the needy is now much better. I mean, you have a much better understanding of the other side of this great country, which often is not visible to us. Mostly we are city dwellers, or I would say upper echelons of the society. Somehow or the other, these things go unnoticed. So once that we have noticed it and we have experienced it, and that you are telling they are great people, the hospitality, the affection that you had. So you will all of us will think that whatever way we can reach out to them, when we gather more capacity to serve them. Now you are all first year students, just joined. In 2015, IIT JEE, all of you cleared and came here. So definitely we'll grow from strength to strength, in subsequent years. So definitely this camp and this experience will remain etched in your memory, and you will always think that a part of your capacity can be channelized for the betterment of people who deserves our support and attention. Thank you, and keep doing best. Thank you.